Hello, Hex. I'm Akame, the red eyes of creation, charting out the path to the impossible star and memorizing it all in blue. And today, we're going to work on some characters for TBS Crossover Arena. It's been a second, but I wanted to work on some of this today. So, apologies if it takes me a second to get used to this system again. It's been a bit. Not that most of you would remember that. Alright, let me make sure. Yeah, I think we're all good. Cool. All right. Well, my first thought was to start with someone named Don Quixote from Limbus Company. I recently read through Canto 7 of Limbus Company, and I quite enjoyed it. Can't spell still, but that's how it goes. Um, if you haven't read Canto 7, I don't know if I'm gonna go over any spoilers. But I'll say something before I do then. So this is Don Quixote, where I'm gonna need this art uh, for the spreadsheet. But for now, I'm just looking for her LCB stats. Yep, LCB center stats. So if you don't know what TBS Crossover Arena is, it's a game I made a while ago. TBS stands for Turn-Based Strategy Crossover Arena. It's a turn-based strategy game where you choose a team of characters and you go up against an opponent who also has a team of characters, and the goal is to knock out the opponent before they knock you out. Their team of characters before they knock you out. Uh, for a while, the game went dead. I had to stop working on it, and I honestly didn't think I was going to be coming back to it, but it seems it's in good order apparently. So here we are. Um, yeah, I also thought I'd go over my process for this thing because, pra- well, that's what we're doing here. Um, I'd like to add more of the other IDs too, but we'll start with based on for now. So putting a simple Don Quixote should work here. Now, here's a template. Thing is, if I remember correctly, I know how to set this up without. Never mind, I'm using the template. I don't remember, and they've changed a few things. But this will work. Don Quixote. Yeah, Tito? Okay. I'll talk to you later, Atito. That door sticks a little bit. I don't know if that mic picked it up. I don't think it did, actually. Huh. Right. So again, I need to get a little bit more familiar with the system, so I'm going to peruse a few characters and remember how this works. Hi, Kellum. You gotta love Kellum, man. Kellum in Fire Emblem Awakening kind of blends into the background. Maybe it's a curse, maybe it's just how he is, but it's really funny that the random button picked up Kellum. Kellum. I I mean, like I didn't remember any specific characters, but I gotta make the joke, right? I didn't remember he was a character I added. All right. Mr. Tinky Boy here has a nice 20 HP with 6 SP. SP is skill power, and that's what lets them use these different skills. Defense and resistance is for defense against physical attacks, resistance is for magical ones. Speed determines turn order, and evasion is for evading attacks. Tinky Boy here has good defense and resistance. I mean, like, this is good. Having none is bad, and having one is kind of like average. So two is good already. Four is superb. Remembering how these stats work. Hi, Rin. This is Auden. Actually, might as well pull up pictures of characters so you know how I'm talking about. This is Kellum. Amazing. Auden. Kainbyo. Kainbyo? I like Auden. She's cool. Auden going with the glass cannon thing. This Auden is specifically inspired by Toho Labyrinth, Labyrinth of Toho 2, which inspired the entirety of TBS Crossover Arena. I was playing Labyrinth of Toho 2 by myself, and the thing is, I'm not very good at these sorts of games, but I wanted to share this game with more people that wouldn't be really interested in this type of game either. So I made a multiplayer game and then put a whole bunch of other characters in it because I thought that was cool. So this Odin here is based on the actual Odin you recruit in the game. So you can see here we've got her cat's walk, her vengeful cannibal spirit, from her hell's needle heel and blazing wheel. All these things are here. And then the vengeful cat's erratic step is from her passives, I think. Did I take it from her? Oh, I took it from her awakened skills. I read through. I only made it partway into the game. I think I managed to recruit Odin. I got that far. I was in the water levels and I was stuck on like floor 8 or something. There was a hard boss or something. I don't remember. Or I was just trying to recruit Ryugi. I don't remember actually. Um, but oh, what was I talking about? But I read through all this stuff and then correlated it into a sort of TBS version of her in this. It started out being very based on how Labyrinth of Toho 2 worked, and then as it developed its own identity as a game, it was much more based on how this game worked in general. Though I still could take things like, oh look, terror, terror status effect here. Yes, yeah, analog. Sleep well. You sleep? You now you do? That's nice. I had to delay my stream today. Things got busy and stuff. So nobody expected me to be streaming. All right, what were we on about? Right, Don Quixote. So I'm gonna take a look at the other LCB centers and see how her HP and speed and defense compares with the other ones. I looked for a chart the other day just for my own Mirror Dungeon perusal, but I couldn't find one, which is unfortunate. So we're going off of trying to remember how all this stuff works. So 184, 48, 3, 2. We're just gonna memorize these. That one's higher. Faust is really slow, and she has a paralyzed skill, and it's sad because I wanted to use it more while I was. So up until Canto 3, I only used the basic sinners. Mersault's slower though. But I hit the difficulty check of the what are they called again? The I don't remember. It was gosh, I want to remember. Um, what was the corp name? The regeneration corp. They did what did they do? Gosh, all I can think about is W corp, which I like W corp a lot, but that's not it. Let me think. Was it D corp? No, D corp is something else. It was D corp? No, they're the ones that yeah. So which corp was it? Was it R corp? No, that's the replicating one, I think. Um, I can just look up Canto 3. Or was it 4? Oh, I got all the way to Canto 4. That's surprising. Limbus Company. I got all the way to Canto 4 using the basic centers, which isn't huge because it's not that hard. K Corp. It was in there in my head, but it wasn't coming out. Yeah, I hit the K Corp bodyguard people and their Heelys, and I got a little stuck. So I asked a friend for some help, and he's like, "You should probably you could keep using the basic IDs, but you could also like, use all the resources you've been collecting to like level up your not your basic IDs." I was like, I think I might do that. I tried to insist and go with the basic IDs for a little longer. I used Faust to get through some of that with because she does fatal damage. Let's see. He's got the same as Ryoshu. Um and that helped me win some fights, but then I was just like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and start using the my resources and I up tied and leveled up stuff and then I was blowing stuff up. 5. Man, Ishmael's fast. Sinclair's HP. My boy, you don't have much of that, do you? Oh, Otis, you're right there with him. And then Gregor. Okay, okay. So that puts Don Quixote about the lower range on HP. A slightly lower range. Basically, the average range is just the tanks have a lot more HP. And then kind of fastish on the speed because like there's a lot slower ones. And I know the identities have a lot different stats, but I'm gonna be since every character in TBS Arena is balanced against each other, I'll be comparing the basic identities against the basic identities to figure out their stats, and then the 2 stars against the 2 stars and the three zeros. I don't even know what they're called, but the level threes against the level threes, and that'll give me thereabouts. We still balance it according to the character. So according to all this, I get thinking one, I think two because it's Don Quixote. She gives off the feeling that like magic doesn't work on her because she's not. It's Don Quixote. She's not paying enough attention for it to work. That's strong will. Galloping on. Evasion. Let's give her a bit of evasion. I want to keep some evasion for the other sinners. I think one might be. Let's go two. It depends on how much speed I want to give her. I'm thinking like six because the thing is she has things that give her haste, right? And she has a conditional. Why is this weird? Hello? I don't think this is her. Where's her normal one? Is it, did it, does it change after Canto 5? Why did she have a fourth skill? What is going on? Okay, let me check one of the other basic centers. They're normal, right? It looks like it. Did Dawn's really, what? Is somebody trolling the wiki? I'm confused. I'm looking on. I'm gonna pull up Limbus Company. Give me a second. Surprise! We're pulling up Limbus Company. See, I get more focused on game design stuff than I think I do art. I forget about music and stuff when I'm doing game design stuff. And then I just can't listen to music while I'm making music. It's just like, that's too hard. Leading to the past, stole from the tree's hands, a regretter's friend, the forbidden fruit. I bite off its skin, then the song ends, and then I'm sad because I want to hear it. You come to me whom you despise. We swallow the time, let us lament. I think. Or is it let us rewind on the first? I don't remember. I sure hope that it's just no. Like it would be terrible if somebody had changed the wiki and the things that I just memorized are all wrong. Uh, Pain. I think the speed values are right because Faust and Mersault and Otis and Sinclair. All those speed values felt right. I mixed through the centers while I was working on them, but some of them were more effective than other ones.
항상 귀를 기울이고 있어야 하오.
Let's scroll down to here. So, my goodness, someone's trolling the wiki. This is great. I'm so happy about that. It doesn't, yeah, I haven't uptied her, but it's not weird. Unless there's like a fifth up tie now or something. I don't think there would be. I haven't been that ignorant of what's been going on with Limbus. I know that there's a new Fell-Yi saying thing. I tried to pull for it. I got Fell Bullet Heathcliff instead. That was funny.
어둠 속에선 미러들이 속삭이지.
I'm still chuckling over that. I got Fell Bullet Heathcliff instead. It was really funny.
어둠
Okay.
속에선 미러들이
Well,
속삭이지.
we can pull from the wiki here. I mean, not the non-existent wiki. We can look at this. Gosh. Bleed. This is gonna be fun. Bleed is different in TBS Arena, but it's close enough to the same effect that we'll be able to use it. Hopefully a little bit like it's used in Limbus. I should make an. Maybe. We'll think about making a status effect like that. I was thinking about making a status effect like Limbus Bleed, where you take damage when you attack. We have a status effect in TBS called Thorns, where you deal damage to somebody that attacks you. And we have Trap. That's different, though. I don't think we specifically have something about you attacking and taking damage. Though, Gregor getting smoke is actually kind of funny. Oh, man. See, I don't think he heals this much either. But I'm like wondering if I'm trolling myself there. Gosh, I actually wanted to use the wiki. See, now this is it's not a 2 coin in the, it's a 1 coin. And they added a 4th skill for some reason. Anyway. We might end up, what are we doing? Okay. I'm just poking around. I don't even know. So why is it done? What am I supposed to do? Okay. Can I look at the history? Can I look at how it was a different day? Can I have it be normal? Hey, it's normal. Wow, guys, it's still in this wiki. Never mind. Never mind. I should have noticed that it was a 2 coin skill. Why is everybody trolling the wiki? I just wanted it to be normal. This isn't. That's not what it does. Everyone's trolling the wiki. No, but it's never been right. It'll never be right again. Okay. I don't know what this means. Oh, it's because she's. Yeah. Well, I guess we're just gonna continue on by looking at this. I'm sure this isn't scuffed at all. I'm sure this is completely accurate. I'm not forgetting anything, right? Okay. Let's start focusing up here. So we've got Joust, Galloping Tilt, for Justice, and her Evade, and her passives, Righteous Retribution, and Support. Wow. Amazing. Let's go ahead and get those in here. Oh, right. So her HP, I feel like giving the Limbus Company character, let me think. I want to give them higher and lower HP than normal. I want to keep their range around, let's see. Otis, I mean, characters that have like 150 HP feel like they have like maybe 6 HP in TBS. They just feel squishy. How much does Remnant Faust have? That's the one that always feels squishy, that I use more often, that feels squishy to me. Where's Remnant Faust? Oh, there it is. There she is. Yeah. And I'm gonna double check because I don't trust the wiki now. Yeah, and mine's not uptied. I don't need poise. I'm sorry, Remnant Faust, I'm not building poise yet. I'll get around to it. Right. And so she feels squishy, so... let me check the... I can't even properly check the HP of Don Quixote unless the other centers are around the same HP. That actually gives me a fairly good aim. I mean, like, this one's double the level, but... eh. Right, theirs should be the same, right? So if we go by that... So she shouldn't have the least HP. She doesn't have the most HP. But she's not exactly average. She's a bit below average. So HP... I'm gonna put it at 8, maybe 7? Let's go for 7 right now. I feel like giving her 9 SP for some reason. I'm just gonna stop questioning that for right now. I want to go over as much of my process as possible, but some of it is just kind of making up stuff. And I don't know exactly what the reasoning is in some of the decisions I'm making. We don't gotta explain everything. What? How do I do this again? Copy it. Ah, that's how. Okay. We want Joust, Galloping Tilt. I'm just... Wait, that is the name of the thing, right? I know it's that's the name, but I'm... So these will definitely be skills. I think Righteous Retribution should be a passive. I think Support should be a passive as well, but I might call it something else. We'll see. I gotta see if the other center's passives are named Support. What? What button combination did I do to do that? Isn't it? Shift enter, okay. Blah. And evade. So let's think through this. Her passive Righteous Retribution gives her plus 10 in 1 clash. So would be the equivalent in TBS? TBS doesn't have clashes, but it's like she gets more damage on hit or something? I don't know, let me think. Maybe extra damage when dealing damage above a certain threshold. So a clash goes through because you won the clash because you got a higher power than their power, and so your attack gets to land. In this game, the equivalent to that is like getting you landed your attack and it dealt damage. Sometimes it does like pitiful damage, and so you feel sad. But if you did a certain amount of damage, then you like landed a good hit. So maybe her good hit turns into a better hit. Right? So when dealing damage with a skill, deal 2 more. if the no. That should be it. That should good. That should good. Eloquent. Alright. We'll just go with that for now. Then we can copy this one quite literally. The one with the most SP plus pierce damage. Instead, I'm just going to say... Let's see. See, SP in Limbus is way different than SP in this game, in TBS. So it's not really correlated. Alternatively... See, I could give plus pierce damage. And that might be fine, actually. Maybe that's fine. Let me go look up the Sakya one. I don't think we have anybody that gives plus pierce to everyone in front. Let's just do it. I think it'll be fun. While this unit is front, all pierce damage. It's like I've never left. I remember exactly where everything is. Pierce damage is increased. Sure, let's go with that. And that'll help her proc her righteous retribution, so it'll be kind of, it's kind of like a cool thing. Alright. So, undo the... This is an attack skill. Cost. Let's put 2 SP since it's supposed to be... I think it should be actually probably 3 SP because it's... But it's supposed to be a low attack skill. 1 enemy. Let's make it... I love spelling Pierce. I feel like I've spelled it wrong all the way up until after I finished it. So Pierce 5, because that'll just barely be able to proc on an enemy with no defense. And then throw in Haste 1, but that's on self. So, is it on hit? I think we might as well clash win. We might as well make it on hit. So on hit, gain. Did I italicize these? Haste 1. I'm gonna go check. Yes. Yes. And let me make sure on hit is something I've typed out before. Not on hot. On hit. No. Long Q is one of the ones that I tried to write an analysis of. And so was he. Let's find somebody that actually has an on hit. I think Hazmat had an on hit. If the skill hits... Is that the... I think Warwick had an on hit. Let me check Warwick. See if I actually standardize it to when this skill hits. Huh. So yeah, it looks like I may have standardized it. I don't remember. Why do I think Warwick had an on hit? Who am I thinking about then? Demo Man had an on hit. I did do it this way. I think this will be fine. How much is... Haste means that you move first at the start of the next turn. So it's different than Limbus Company Haste. But how valuable was Haste? Tug could apply it, but that's just because he's Tug. I could apply 2. So this, that helpful. I think I probably got it right. Might be a 2. I don't know. Let's keep it as a 1 for right now. Galloping Tilt, that screams a 5 for me for some reason. Let's take a look. Our skill 2, gain attack power next turn and inflict bleed. Wait, thought you could trick me. Oh, it does inflict bleed. Okay. It doesn't do 3 though, it's just 2. And inflicts 2 bleed. Okay, okay. So let's go. Let's go 1 enemy. So I feel like that's still right. Pierce. I'm tempted to give it break or something. Break helps ignore defenses. I almost want to give it the same amount of damage. Let's see. Let's think about it. 7. And then bleed 2. So the interesting thing about bleed TBS is it doesn't fall off. And it's not linked to attacking, instead it's end of turn damage. Oh right, you have to... I remember how this works a little bit now. On... hit. Aim. Let's do... That should be the same, I think. Maybe? I think if these numbers are wrong, we'll have to adjust it later, because it's been half a second since I've messed with all of this. Yeah. So interestingly enough, Galloping Tilt makes it easier to make Joust land next turn if that's the way you want to play it. But you can't use Galloping Tilt twice in a row if you have only 9 SP. So for Justice, I think we're going to make it a lower cost skill than Galloping Tilt. We're not going to look at the wiki though, because that's wrong, probably. Inflicts a bunch of bleed, and at plus 10 speed coin power. So I'm tempted to make For Justice cost another resource so that you can Galloping Tilt into Joust into For Justice, right? But I think, let me think. The idea being that you would Joust into For Justice is the sort of the idea, right? Because that's what you would do here, right? You'd get haste and then go for the next turn, which is not how much bleed it does. Okay. Well, for one thing, it's definitely an attack. And I'm tempted to make it cost HP, but it doesn't really fit. Maybe it inflicts some other resource. We've had a few good descriptive things added recently relatively, as a relative term. But there was a few, stubborn being one of them. Pride. Rash would be a good one, actually. We could make it inflict a high amount of rash to lower the SP cost. I'm thinking of making it really dependent and in a bit of a departure. Well, plus 2 coin power on a 3 coin skill is kind of nice, because then it's like 555, and that's like 15 plus 3. That's nice, and that's better than 12. Suddenly it's, what is it, 18? It's plus 2, it's plus 6 in total, if you get all the coins going. Actually, what does it look like on the uptie? Is it the same? Yeah. So, I just realized now we have Limbus music anyway. So, I feel like making it a 3 cost. Let's figure out how this works. The thing is, we could also increase our SP. The SP was just kind of random. If we go 5, 3, 8, plus 3, that's 11. 11 isn't bad, especially for our 7 HP. Ah. Let's go with 11. Maybe even 12. I think it's been a second. Dude, the nostalgia hit real hard. All of a sudden, just because I was looking at these numbers right here, it's like deciding these numbers. I created an abomination that nobody has abused yet, right? When you sort this column by stats, and you ask what has the most, right? And don't mind the 99, that's Saitama. How do I check the most? How do I go to it though? Isn't there a way to go to it? I don't know. Oh, this is counting. I see. Okay. How? Why? I don't remember how this works. Whatever. I remember. I swear I remember the name. Shion? Yeah. I created this abomination, which was, I already made Yuyoko. And her HP wasn't terrible, but like, when I dump a whole bunch of SP on somebody, it's kind of funny. Some characters like Mark, it's like, okay, but they're barely using it. And then some characters like Yuka. But Shion is an abomination of nature, because she has 1818 SP and HP. And then her stats aren't even bad. She also recovers HP and SP. And she puts shields on herself. And her skills are broken. They all do all sorts of different things. And they are not calm. Why did I create this character? Why is it broken? Why do I refuse to fix it? These are the questions I ask sometimes. I'll get around to nerfing Shion one day. That's what I keep telling myself. I just want to see the world burn first. Is that so much to ask? I'm gonna be great at making multiplayer games. At least it's on purpose, right? The terrible game balance. Oh man. Okay, where were we at? Justice. So we want to have extra conditionals if Dawn's hasted. So we'll make it do. We'll make. Huh. Thing is, it's a 3-coin skill, so I was thinking of making it target more than one enemy. I feel like that'd be cool. It's not. Attack weight is more rare in Limbus. Well, I mean, like the attacking more than one target is more rare in Limbus than it is in TBS. But it's not off by that much. But I do kind of want Dawn to be two enemy sales right on this. I don't know why. It just kind of does. Makes it a little bit more interesting. And we'll have it do a weird pierce. We'll have it do a nice, I don't know, 2 damage. And inflict bleed. It actually inflicts. How much bleed does it actually inflict? A decent number. I mean, by Limbus standards, that's not. I don't actually know if that's a lot. I don't run bleed teams. It doesn't seem like a huge amount though. And the fact that it inflicts bleed account after these hits means I think it goes to 3, but I'm not for certain. That's considering that you rolled heads. Anyway, oh, that's heads too. Interesting. Oh, we can make the bleed on galloping tilt a conditional effect, a percentile. That'd make more sense for it too. I think I'm gonna do that. Still gotta. There we go. I think that's how you do percentiles in this game. Can I type in? This never works, but. Hey, it worked! Hey, I got it right. That's nice. And then this one's also technically a percentile, except for the last one. I wonder if you should still. It's getting a bit complicated for one skill. I was thinking about making it deal more bleed if the target already has bleed because of the bleed count thing. But I think I'll save that for other more bleed focused identities. For this one, I think it'll just be fine if I bump up the number to 3. Right. 50% bleed. And honestly, I should put this down to 1 because of how bleed works in this game. And make this one a bleed 2. And at this point, I should put this at 1. Because 3 cost. I'm gonna do that too. It's rough balancing that. I think I'll keep it like that for now. It feels better at 6, but then the 5 feels weird. But it's not enough to bring it down to a 4. Man, I'm a bit rusty. I'd have to see this character in action more. Right, and then the haste conditional on more haste plus attacks. So, how did we do that? It was if Dawn heal Did I spell that right? I did. wasted. Heal +3 damage. There you go. Funny thing is, because of how haste works in this game, I mean attack works in this game, you could galloping tilt into joust and still have +1 attack on your for justice. Alright. I don't think there's anything else to go over for Don Quixote here. So let's go ahead and save that. And we'll, if I remember correctly, I have to add the characters category that actually shows up on the character screen. And then we have to add her to the spreadsheet. Please no. Right, the last character I made was Adventurno. I'm so happy that I got to do that. I love Adventurno. She's awesome. Alright, 7, 11, nope, that's 22, 11, 1, 2, what did I set it as? 6, 2, 6, 2, this one we just drag these down, we put in this one here, and then image, see this is where we need this one. Now the question is, it's not really a question. Where's the big one? I want to, for the centers, I think I'm just going to take an image of their face. Roughly. There we go. Don Quixote's full name is Don Quixote. Ooh, we get to put in the date. What's the date? 11. What was the date? 17. 17. There we go. We get the next ID in mind, which is there. This we drag down too. And then we copy in these. I'm gonna do this. Don Quixote and Adventurno are kind of similar, aren't they? Both girls of justice. A plastic horse fighting like it's real with a cardboard sword. I don't think we hit any spoilers or anything. I think this was just some regular Don Quixote times. Or I'm grossly ignorant. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright, so now we get to decide where to put the Limbus on here. Where the Limbus? Where did I put Breached? Okay. Well, we'll put it at the bottom here. Let's put it... We're going to be putting a bunch of them, so probably. I hope we'll put a bunch of them because I really like Limbus Company. So let's go ahead and put Limbus Company here. Limbus Company! Then insert below. And we put in Dawn. And then I check the thing, make sure I'm spelling it Quixote. And if I remember correctly, it's like Control L. No. Site? No. Link. Yes. Don Quixote. Yay! And then center. How do we center this again? Do we have to do the Yay! I love doing this. Save. Maybe poke down. Check. Yep. Alright, and then we check the tracker. Because we've got to put her in there too, I believe. Where's the team pick? Or Limbus is usually red. Alright, we're going with yellow. Limbus Company. Yellow is also very Limbus, so it should be fine. And then I don't exactly remember how we do this specifically, but this should work. Apply. And then I gotta copy the format. Paste. Format only. There we go. Don Quixote! I think hasted is the right way to put that. I'm gonna check to see. Hasted? No thank you. Search, please. Haste it. Okay, there's not actually that many people that use haste anyway. And then the cheeky stuff starts where you put haste on Quixote. Imagine. Oh my goodness. And the thing is, if you position them correctly, you can just make Blake go first. You can haste crit immediately for justice. It's just the idea. So Blake has this thing. Where's the thing? It's the fight with Neon, Rainbow, whatever those guys are. Ruby, Neon fight. I think it's this fight. No. No, it's the first fight. Ruby, Season 2 fight. I think this is right. I think it's after the first fight. Nope. I think I'm wrong. I think it's the first fight in Volume 3. Season 3 fight. Yeah, I think it's this one. I think this is the one.
Get back to the match between
This
Team
show
Ruby
is amazing.
of Beacon
Okay, where's the
and
thing?
Team
I want to see the basic thing. Okay, I'm skipping. So there's this cool part, right? She makes an ice wall, Yang starts sliding along, and then she does this, and whee! So imagine instead of Yang, we're slingshotting a Don Quixote at you for justice! Get hit with, what is it, 1 plus 3, so 4, right? 4. She's adding 2, so 6. And then assuming that one of them... So if either of them doesn't have a defense, then she's dealing an extra 2 more damage. Which, to be fair, people without defense, like some of them are glass cannons and they're just dead now. That's just how this works now. It doesn't go as hard as it should. Which is probably because this needs to be higher, but I'm also a little hesitant to fix it right now. It's been a while. making things underpowder is kind of how this works. For me at least, when I haven't been at something for a while. Is that it for today? I want to make more, but it might be enough. That might be all we have for today. Alright, yeah. Seems like that's all we have for today. Oh well. I wanted to do more stuff, but we got Don Quixote. Look at this, look at this. Look at this. We loved it. We love this. Alright. Well, thank you all, hacks. I hope to catch you sometime. And, well, let's keep searching for that impossible dream together, and we'll sort our ideals along the way. Alright, catch you later.